are interested in buying a Tesla. But in this next topic, we're just going to do a little bit of a thought piece because I've been thinking about this for a little bit. And the question I want to ask out there or answer is, should Tesla have some sort of instituted trade up program? Like they've teased different offers, which we'll go through in the past on what they've actually done, especially with the Model S and the X. But should Tesla have an actual trade up program that's official where people can essentially trade up on their Model Y to an X or Model 3 to an S or really anything on that? And so I'll make the case for it on why I actually think Tesla should probably institute that, because there's probably a lot of Tesla owners out there in different vehicles that might be wanting to trade up to this newest thing, but they don't know exactly on how to do it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. I found this article out there. It looks like, how does Tesla's trade-in program work and which vehicles are actually accepted? But this really just talks about Tesla's typical trade-in program, where you can put in any vehicle that you currently have, get some sort of value, and Tesla will buy the vehicle from you. And lately I've heard Tesla's trade-in program, where they buy all different types of vehicles, have started to step up a little bit in terms of value. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I definitely always used to think that Tesla's trade-in program was the lowest value that you could get for buying trading in to get a Tesla, but it seems like Tesla is getting more aggressive, which is a good thing to hear about. But Tesla actually has an ownership loyalty benefit department, if you believe it or not. And so the most recent promotion offer that they actually run was on a Model S and Model X, where you could get unlimited free supercharging and upwards of $5,000 toward their trade-in value, and you had to buy another Model S or X. And it really was only for a specific amount of owners out there that have the unlimited supercharging that could trade in, and that's more so because Tesla probably wanted to get those owners out of those vehicles, because unlimited supercharging was probably starting to cost them a lot of money at the end of the day. But here's the case for it, right? So if you don't know, like the Model 3 has been out for, I want to say almost 5 years now. Like the first one came out in like 2017 or something like that, around that time period. And so there's probably people in Tesla Model 3s that are getting near to the 4 to 5 year mark at this point, right? And so they might be interested in trying to trade out of their vehicle and into a newer vehicle, right? Especially with the new Highland, the new Model 3 refresh that is right on the cusp. They might be interested in getting into that one. And so I really feel like Tesla could offer some sort of promotion where they can give you either more value or a different promotion on the new vehicle, because there's probably going to be a lot of people out there with older Model 3s that want to get into a brand new one. And the thing with Tesla, like, right, when they take in a vehicle, they can essentially kind of do whatever they want to build value in that same vehicle. And what I mean by do whatever they want, if you don't know, there's actually Teslas in the Tesla used fleet that you can purchase with a little bit of a warranty on it, right? You can get that extra 1 year warranty, but every once in a while you see random buckets of Tesla where Tesla will drop a bunch of them in there at a basically a good price. But the only reason why it's a good price is because they can add any types of features that they really want to, right? They can, because most of this is software updates. They can do enhanced autopilot, acceleration boost, front and rear heated seats, full self-driving, which is on paper is $15,000, but really the value is really what the buyer wants to pay for it. So they can essentially take in a Tesla that doesn't have any of these features and build value on top of it and then sell it to the next person. So the Tesla used department or used fleet could build value. They can take in vehicles at whatever price they want, right? Or give some sort of better pricing that beats out all the different competitors out there, where the customer can going to get a higher rate from Tesla and then build value on the back end to sell that vehicle to consumers. I imagine Tesla's probably doing something like this already with how their internal process, but this is probably a big opportunity where Tesla can institute some sort of trade-in bonus or trade-in program for Model 3 and Model Y owners if they need sales in the next year or two or anything like that. But definitely an interesting thought. Let me know what your thoughts on are. Do you agree? Would you love for Tesla to have some sort of formal trade up or trade up program or anything like that? Or do you think you'd rather just sell it yourself or anything? But I mean, at the same time, Tesla does have a leasing program, but it's not the same, right? You don't get the most benefit from it if there's equity or positive equity in the vehicle, and you can go from that. But we're going to jump into our last topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources I use to get the best possible deal at the best financing rate. And as an added bonus, I respond to all DMs or direct messages in the Patreon app. So if you want to ask me a quick question about anything, I will respond to you. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description.